right, here we are with the Week 2 recaps.
Feeling good. Cards versus the dreaded G-Men.
The G unit.
Smash them and then smash them again. That's the plan.
Oh, and why can't you just video game turn up the field there? Why do we have to be realistic? Only when it's detrimental to me.
Right. Get that.
And
No.
throwing picks on the second play of the game.
Yeah,
But
Richard Sherman making drops because I made the ridiculous decision to try to user catch that.
that one had a little too much float on it.
Like yeah, I've said it a couple of times. I'm going to keep saying it though. Like the user catches are beyond frustrating to me. And after doing some reading on 16, apparently some of that's going to be addressed. Oh. Get there. Get there. No. Who's your defensive back then? Did we decide that
sure.
was DRC? Was that this game?
I believe that it was this game. We'll see. My quarterback this game was easy breezy.
No, that's a big moment, guys. EJ goes down with a broken collarbone, which means that Vick takes the helm. And
How long's EJ out? Do we know?
I think he had like 5 weeks,
And
or is
so
that a 7-week injury? It's either 5 or 7
That
weeks.
feels like a 5 to 7, so
Yeah.
somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
And so we're a little anxious to see what Vic's going to do as a full-time quarterback and not a guy you're bringing in for a play here and there.
Right. And he's doing that, but I forced it, man. I forced that one. God, I forced it.
Antrell Roll, one of my favorite safeties.
Made a Wesley cut. Let's see what's up the blocker's back for a second.
Eddie Lacy and
Get
Drew
there.
Brees, you feel like I'm having a pretty good game. I just need the secondary to play. And Drew Brees can make those throws. Malcolm Floyd. The G unit was a decent team offensively. I think the tight end was good too.
What a bad pass.
And so Vic is doing what I traditionally see him do at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a horrible pass, though, bro. And you just pounding on me. My blood pressure's rising at this point. I hate.
Partially upset about EJ and
Yeah,
partially just mad at Vic.
yeah, for turning it over in the end zone, literally, and then this. I remember. Yeah, I'm just fuming at this point, bro.
And I'm feeling success moving the ball.
No problem, right? No problem.
And I'm up 2 scores at the end of the first quarter. Feeling pretty good about this game.
He's on those screens, man. I hate the way he's outrunning those blockers, man.
Sproles has been possibly the most frustrating part of your offense
I
to
love
play
him.
against.
Yeah, I love him. Like playing with those windows, those holes seem like they're open, guys, but they're just not. It kills me. Just getting smashed. That's okay. It's a long season. But those holes seem open and they're not, and you're just.
And then another one of your guys goes down.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
And
Such a bad game.
the O-line's doing a job for Breeze. We have to play with so many computer-drafted teams that you wonder where any logic was or where are the good players. This team was good.
That's what big hits will do for you. Like, just stop, man. That's what I have to tell myself. Just stop. Somebody catch that.
And then don't make bad decisions with a 2-score lead.
There he is. Why?
Don't make back-to-back bad decisions
Why?
with a 2-score lead. Why am I throwing the ball so much? Is it also a line? So we're going to have to settle.
Oh, frustration.
And a 3-score lead.
And Vick
finally doing his thing, but
nothing. But
not a 10-yard loss.
But not a 10-yard loss.
Vick again doing his thing. Somebody please hit him. He will fumble. You just have to square up.
He will fumble. I've never had... I think once I've had that bubble screen work for me. 4th and 7. Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Is Vick going to make it? Oh, no. Just a yard short in the end. So giving the ball back with 1:10 and really good field position.
Nice.
Breeze gets sacked there and puts us out of field goal. But
how Branch didn't pick that off, don't know. Don't know.
Somewhat the Breeze effect, and then
my guys, whatever. I mean, we could try and catch the ball, but tipping it is way more fun.
Lacey came up with a big catch there to get us a little closer to the end zone, 3rd and 3. Let's just run it. Let's run it. No, you don't want to run it down. No. You want to do play action there. Okay, that didn't work out for you, but we're going to go for it on 4th and 3 instead of kicking the field goal here and come up a yard short. Will that come back to haunt us? We'll see.
Julio, do something. Is that Julio? No. That's just me trying to get the ball down the field.
There's 10 seconds left. You're trying to bomb it out.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to give it right back, but that's okay as long as we make the tackle. Let's take it to the half.
Take it to the half, down 17. This is fun. It's fun. I'm having a good time. Everybody's having fun.
But you haven't given up on your playmakers or your game plan.
Yeah. No, you got to stick to.
And look at how open that pass was.
You know what?
I think a little of that was my fault.
Yeah, I think Tavon Austin would have been the better decision. Like pulling Tavon to the left instead of taking that one deep right. Thank you. Because he looked like he didn't want to block him.
Now they give him the block on the counter and he gets first down.
But it would have been so much better a run had he just made the block in the first place instead of faking left and then going and tearing that guy's chest up. And what was that?
People get really tangled up. It was really more your own team working against you there. But that's okay because he's wide open across the middle. And it's time to start playing underneath and not giving up those.
Right.
And
hit him with it twice.
Now he's on the scoreboard.
Hit him with it twice.
2-score game, so much time left.
Pop him. Somebody hit him. Oh my God, something good's got to happen for me eventually, right? And it's funny how I don't remember this. It's like watching all new again. There's a God somewhere. He didn't kick the ball back in the other direction, so that's open. Madden Nation's #1 deep route. Why did I do that?
Well,
I think I tried
a positive game.
Yeah, like I tried to go right, but my player, man, he just gets sucked into that blocker. Like, no, the route's kind of out here.
Here we are with a 1-score game all of a sudden. Oh. Brady's making throws that only a few quarterbacks can.
1-score game because of the no field goal at the end of the first half.
Right. Starting to really feel like that's going to come back.
Take those points, guys.
We both give that advice and don't follow it sometimes.
Yep. Oh, that's a pick. That's a pick.
You
thought about it.
Late on the A receiver, and why would I do this? And against those two guys in coverage, we're lucky to be punting there.
Yeah, I've learned. Again, don't even bother with touching it and trying to use or anything. Apparently, it's getting fixed in 16, but in this game, it's pretty much pointless. They're bringing ball hawk back. Among some other really interesting things, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, check out 16. It's going to be cool. If the things work out the way that the company says they are.
Right.
Advertisements are advertisements. It's not always perfect. Come on, Vic. Give it to him, Vic. Nice.
Oh, make a better play on the ball. Number 21. And all of a sudden, in the second half, the offense works. And it's moving. And
nothing. Nothing.
24 was ahead of him on the route.
Deshaun Jackson, man, I'm getting nothing out of him. To the point where I may end up getting rid of him before the trade deadline. Because he and Julio seem to do the same thing for me. Only you see me laying on the ground missing crazy tackles.
Big play there. And it's hard to run against the Cardinals front. So Lacy doing well to get those. And on the one hand, it was great that he caught that, but just a bad decision overall.
Come on, bro.
Still making the first downs. 2:47 left in the fourth.
I have a hard time believing that wasn't a block in the back.
All we need is a field goal and put this thing away. But we take a sack. It's got us at the 37. Now let me say this: the wind is
not in your favor.
Tornado. Yeah. Going the opposite direction. So we have to punt from the 32 because the wind is telling us we couldn't make a 10-yard field goal here. Much less a 40. So we're going to play the field position game, but there's a lot of time left.
Me and CJ Spiller just are not besties, man. Like, he does enough to keep you honest.
Just narrowly avoiding a safety. Bringing the
and
corner
I feel
again.
like,
and I brought the corner, and the safety does his job there. But it's 4th and 9, which is, as I've said,
money play.
Right where you want me.
Money play.
3rd and long, 4th and anything, and now Vick is being Vick. Being good Vick.
Just make the block. Thank you.
Now the screen game works.
Oh, why was the clock still running?
New York refs.
Good
now
God.
a catch there would have been a big deal. But he somehow finds that spot between 4 coverage guys.
That's the soft spot, man. It's just the soft spot in the game.
The soft spot in the game is really hard to defend without manually
defending it. It's a sneaky little route.
Here lately, I find myself not manually sitting in it. As a credit to you, because you've picked up the run game enough to where I'm more conscious of it. And look at us after such a great start by the Giants. We're at a tie game with 30 seconds left. Can the G-men get it downfield? And now, guys,
finally get a user, and then that's my lone user pick during the game.
Clinton Dix.
Haha, roll tide, boys.
24 seconds left.
24 seconds left. Wind in my favor.
Wind in your favor. 12 seconds left now. Running the counter.
And what happens?
But he's out of timeouts. He just put it on the ground, Vic. Put it on the ground. You got to rally these guys. Oh.
Nothing.
So we're
horrible decision.
We're going to have to go to overtime, and the Giants win the toss in overtime.
And the Giants win the toss in overtime.
So after squandering a 17-point lead, the Giants, all they have to do is move it down the field. Oh, no. There's Richard Sherman actually catching the ball.
Sherman finally catching the ball. And I slow rolled it up to this field goal. You see it's 4th down.
Yeah, it was grind to the middle. Never a doubt on what you were going to do. Still had the win going for you. And let's just get out of here with the win. Coughlin furious at how he let him off the hook.
There it is. So
Vic gets his first win.
Yeah, game 1 with Vic. Basically, EJ, come back soon, please. Not that I've said it before. I love Vic. The teams are always built around Vic. It's just he's not the best quarterback ever. That's the way it goes. I can always get a better quarterback than him, but the teams are built around a quarterback that plays his style. Anyway, Ballhawk is coming back, and apparently I know you don't play much online, but there's this tackle assist. You press A, and you get kind of this suction thing that happens between the defender and the offensive players. And yeah, so you press A and this crazy dive will happen while the running back will pull into you. Anyway, they're getting rid of that, or apparently they're fixing that some. So I've been doing a little 16 reading, and there's a lot of really cool stuff going on.
It, again, like you said, sounds like some improvements are coming. But I have heard these things in the past.
Yep.
And then they are not as big a deal as they're made out to be.
Yep.
Or sometimes they don't work as intended. QB vision being one of the...
QB vision being a big
that
one.
I was okay with because I was still playing with guys like Brady then who could see the whole field. And
His window was the whole field. I remember that.
It didn't matter at all. But you try playing with Vick and making any kind of decent pass with QB vision on. So here's week 2 for the Rams. And we're not off to a good start as Tampa Bay has driven down the field in just a few plays. But that's okay because Charles Woodson is playing for the injured Cam Chancellor.
And holding it down, bro. Charles Woodson's holding it down.
Peterson just does a roll out of the tackle.
Does his Peterson thing.
Edelman making tough catches in traffic, doing his thing.
Screen. And the whiff on the tackle.
And Blunt is, if one man is between Blunt and the first down marker, then everything's okay.
You feel sorry for that one man, huh?
Bucs showing us a 46 or some heavy stack here, a 4-2 or something.
Yeah, that's. I'm sure it's a 4-6.
Peterson's fast enough to get around some of those guys.
I think what I remember about this game was being pleasantly surprised by the offense and the defense. You know, that Bucs defense kind of runs my style of defense anyway.
Weird counter that didn't work out.
Counter that didn't work out.
Man in motion,
he got blown up.
Trying to give it a similar look. So that's the 3 plays in a row now where we put Beckham in motion, give it a similar look. Only one of these plays has worked, though, and we never want to see that.
Right? Because everybody's getting cussed out right now. Oh, my God.
Peterson, who I drafted so highly,
continues to disappoint, huh?
After being injured in the preseason and making his comeback. A drop from Edelman, which we don't see very often.
Yeah. I want to yell at the TV guys. Just get in front of those routes. But yeah, that was such a hard cut against me at safety. Just a hard, mean cut to the inside, bro. I remember that.
We got Flacco playing, like, you know, you're fresh off playing with Vick.
Right.
So Flacco doing some things somewhat uncharacteristic of Flacco here.
Give it to him. Nice.
But making it work.
I left this game I left the game knowing what I already knew about Flacco. He's overrated. I'm not a Flacco hater. I think he's a talented guy. I don't love his game.
Flacco is meant to run play actions and bomb it deep, but not do a lot of the precision game that Breeze, Rodgers, Brady, Noodle.
I don't think it's such a good pass. I don't think he's meant to be the best offensive player on your team.
Right. You need deep threats and a running back.
You need deep threats and a running back and a line.
That pass that got you the first down, it was a good pass, but there was a corner playing underneath that had no one to play with.
Never even thought about it.
Muscle in, tie it up for the touchdown.
Yeah, that corner never even thought about stepping backwards. And could have, like, even once the ball was in the air, just start backpedaling.
Right. He would have had a play on it.
Hit him.
What?
Oh, no.
Jacoby struggles out of it. And here I get my very first kickoff return for touchdown.
Congratulations.
With 2 months before Madden 16 comes out.
Nice.
I get my first Madden 15 kick return touchdown.
It was a good one.
It was because he could have been tackled.
Because he could have been tackled.
The stumble.
And a little play action underneath for an interception.
Been a great pick for Flowers
that should have.
Make.
Yeah, I think you made the mistake of trying to pick that off yourself.
I believe I did. Who's hurt? Your receiver.
Was that AJ Green? Because I went to AJ like 5 billion times. Oh, I remember this team. They had AJ Green, and who was the other receiver? They had two
good receivers. Well, there's Aaron Dobson, but he's probably in for Green.
Who is it? Show us, Wesley.
Trying to lure the timeout out of us there, and it did work.
Yeah, I got to get one, right? That's the rule. You're going to give me one of them.
Should have cut harder to the right there.
That's a pick, right? No, of course not.
Didn't
even think about it.
The stars align, and I catch you not playing that every now and then.
Yeah.
Every now and then, I can actually make you believe that I'm going to run or play underneath.
Yeah, the goal is Odell will not beat me deep, and every now and then he does.
But it is becoming fewer and farther in between.
Oh, this is so fun.
8 seconds left in the first half, and I don't know what I'm doing, but there's 2 seconds left, and we'll just take it to the third after the kick return. Peterson. Oh, is Peterson okay?
Peterson gets popped yet again.
Who missed the preseason by being injured in game 1.
Why is he so fragile, man?
Adrian the Glass Peterson.
Good grief. That's the hardest you're ever going to see LeGarrette Blount get hit.
And don't get me wrong, people. It's okay.
How was that not a pick?
Maybe because it's Gates. Or was that Larry Donnell?
Nah, I think it's because of who threw the ball.
Yeah, that could have a lot to do with it. So when Peterson gets injured, it doesn't affect me at all because I'm going to put Blunt in and just hammer away. Peterson's back in the game.
Oh, that's a pick. I was about to say, come on now.
Yeah, sometimes I just lead it too much. I don't tend to blame those on Brady. The guy was open if I had thrown it at a better time. And then maybe turn around. Just maybe turn around.
Oh, my God. That was a defensive lineman standing out there, though, right? Who's 91? Is that a linebacker?
Look
at you in the 4.6, huh? Or is that a 3.4?
That might have been a 4.6. I do have it in the book. Every time I run it, I say I'll never run it again, and then I run it again. It's a love-hate. It's great against the run.
Way to get around all those blockers, man. Just run around. I didn't see that while we were playing.
Oh,
just run around everybody.
And who's hurt for me here? Someone's laying on the ground here.
Michael Crabtree, that was the other receiver. And I like Crabtree's game.
Brandon Spikes.
He's good if he's nice. Yeah. Crabtree is good if he doesn't have to be your best receiver.
A good 2 option.
Absolutely. He's a solid 2 option.
Probably one of the better 2 options. And that was a nice play.
Yeah.
Little nod to the Seahawks. Oh, Edelman, get to the outside.
I think that one's still a little sore for him, bro. You can't make that joke.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Still too soon. All right, so Peterson, back in the game. I didn't tell him to come back in. I told the game, I'll just use Blunt. It's okay. Have a seat, Peterson.
Yeah, he's all right.
Peterson's like, I'm good.
It's all good,
man. Put me back in.
Put me in the game, coach.
There should have been someone over there.
There should have been someone. And someone was kind of there, but...
That could have been a touchdown, so we're lucky with what we got.
Oh, my God. That should have been an easy interception. Charles Tillman really just drops one. Get out of here, game.
I'm dropping a lot of them.
Get out of here, game. You got my sympathy now, Draco. Because
Now you can sit back and watch me drop picks.
yeah, I felt like
It's always easier to see the ones that you miss.
Yeah, I felt like the game was racist for a long time, but
but there's 3 in the in a 30-second video.
Absolutely
Span here.
In a fourth quarter drive, 3 of them in a fourth quarter drive.
Well,
you know what that is?
Just one score. And
do you know what it is, really? Flacco being overrated.
True. And now who's hurt? Oh no, that's Tillman on the ground. That is my number 2 corner.
It's that Flacco clutch factor deflated ball sheet that the good quarterbacks have.
Oh, we need to hold him off, but he falls into the end zone. It's the tackle where you made him square up, but he kind of falls forward and to the left. Torn shoulder labrum.
Oh, how long was he out?
We'll see you in about 6.
Is that what it is? 6? Yeah. Good grief. All right, Adrian.
Adrian, you need to be careful getting hit because you're made of glass.
Scream. Scream.
Oh no. Oh no.
He gets hit so hard, bro.
Peterson, can you hear me? Move your fingers if you can hear me. So Blunt's back in.
Blunt's back in. That's
Which
a
is
pick.
okay.
Oh, no.
That could have been a great catch.
Why did he fall back like that, though? Yeah.
I'll tell you who I never believe is going to get injured, and that's LeGarrette Blunt.
So at this point,
Hit him as hard as you want, and he's going to make some crazy spins. Broken wrist, Adrian Peterson. We'll see you in about 4 or 5 weeks.
is that what that one is, too?
Yep. Oh, wow, would have been a good choice there, but we'll throw it to the open guy. It's fine. Oh, a little sneak peek.
Yeah, we're just trying to get in field goal range, right?
Right.
You got a little anxious for that one. Got him. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, that was close to a touchdown, bro. That was one good cut to the left away from a touchdown.
Roman made a good initial play. There's plenty of time, so I'm not getting away from the run game, which usually works really well for me. But here we are in a 4th and 2. What are we going to do here?
Play action.
Oh, why not throw
Play
it
action.
underneath to Edelman, who was wide open for you? This is me forgetting who my real playmakers are when it mattered. And
that burned. Oh, that hurts. That hurt me again for you just then. That was Charles Tillman not being there, right?
yeah, a little bit of that. Cam Chancellor not
That's
being
open.
there. And yep, it is open. And at this
Flacco
point,
fires one in, just puts a bullet in there. Bro.
circa Patriots Giants, you see me coming out in $1, letting it
Absolutely.
happen
You gotta
because you
just let
have to. You're just wasting time to try to defend that. And so now I've got to throw it like I'm
Interesting.
playing with Matt Flynn or something.
Interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that again. What in the world just happened? Oh, that's open, but you don't have enough
X is
time.
open, but I've gotten so comfortable
I got
believing
my 3
in the
deep
line.
back there. Drop that one in there. Dropped a dime. No timeouts.
But 10 seconds left. I ran out of timeouts. 6 seconds left and a very, very long way from the end zone.
It's a ball game, boys and
I
girls.
voluntarily stepped out of bounds there because I didn't think I could make it to the end zone. So this is it. And
yeah, you're gonna have to find another way.
there was probably someone more open,
Yeah.
but keep in mind I had to get to the end zone in 2 seconds. Dick is mad. He's really... Oh, that's Tillman. Why are you... I mean, if you can do that, why couldn't you get out there and play?
What did they say was wrong with him?
Shoulder labrum?
Yeah, he's doing a whole lot of
He's not doing
Rotator,
himself any favors there. And so there we have
fair enough.
week 2.
Week 2. All right.
Thanks for checking us out.
We
Check
appreciate
back
you,
next
for sure.
week for some week 3, maybe week 4. I'm not gonna give away too much, but there was a game that we might just kind of skip through.
Oh yeah. All right. Thanks again, guys.